Yes, I know. I'm alive.
Just.
For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them.
Hello and welcome to another Transformers news video. Before this video gets started, I know it's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded anything. I did a short explaining why I did go on holiday to India, Dubai. I will try and put together a video of that. Don't know when that's gonna be, but probably not anytime soon because I am still sick. Thank you, Air of Delhi, for being so freaking polluted that I am now sick. So, thanks, man. But of course, I gotta upload something, and this is something which I've been waiting for a while, and unfortunately seems to have disappointed me. That being the Transformers Studio Series Leader Class Optimus Prime, based on his Night look from Age of Extinction / The Last Night. Just going off of the first image here, there is something which I specified when we got that really crappy, pixelated look at this figure's render when we first saw it. And I was saying, look, even if, oh god. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. as well. I literally just got back maybe 3 hours ago. Yeah, the one thing that I was saying is that even if the figure itself is bad, the paint job is gorgeous because the chest, the silver, it looked so shiny and silvery. It looked beautiful. What the hell happened to the actual figure, Hasbro? What the hell is this? My guy, that is either the deadest silver ever, or it's just grey plastic. That is so freaking pathetic. I will say, I don't know what it is with Hasbro and the eyes of this design. They just love making the eyes like 5 times the size they should be. I don't know. I mean, it looks a little bit off, but as far as the actual head sculpt goes, I think that this is definitely better than the Last Night Voyager, which, I mean, it should be, because that was a Voyager, and that was also 8 years ago. Oh my god, that was 8 years ago. You can see he does come with one of his blades. This is from Age of Extinction, so, the one blink and you'll miss it scene of when his blade does come out, and he's holding it, it's handheld. This is when he fights Galvatron, and he says, "You have no soul," and then he puts the sword through the chest where he gets disintegrated. So that's lovely. Don't really know why they decided to include it. I feel like they should have included maybe his gun or something, but honestly, I don't actually care. The shield looks okay. It looks very boring. I don't really like the fact that it has like 4 bits of red on it, and that's basically all the paint that you have. It looks extremely lazy and, KO-ish. I definitely feel like if I was to walk down the street to this random toy store and I'll find this thing for like $2, that's what that shield looks like to me. It's just a random knockoff. It looks absolutely terrible in my opinion. But going off of screenshots from the actual Pulse stream, you can see here that the gray on the torso area actually does not seem to be silver at all. I think it is literally just gray plastic, which is terrible. And you can see that, of course, he does come with his, I believe it's called a Sword of Judgment. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, and it's actually a sizable sword. Unlike, the Voyager from 2017, that thing was, first of all, the sword is yellow, but yeah, I mean, that's more like a little nod to Age of Extinction. But yeah, I much prefer the sword size with this figure here. It does look alright, the details and stuff I think is actually pretty good. Especially that entire chest head region I think looks really good. But here is just a clearer look. Thank you to Alfonso Nation for this image. Where basically it's the Studio Series on the left and the Premier Edition Leader Class on the right. 11 years difference in terms of engineering, and it doesn't seem to have changed that much. I get it. It is a design that is difficult to translate into action figure form, I know. But really, like, really, they do look incredibly similar, and not just because they're sharing the same robot design. But here is the sad part, that being the backpack. Oh my god. I'm sorry, what? You cannot tell me that made it out of the design room. Being like, oh yeah, no, we're just gonna chuck the cab of the truck on his back. Make him look like friggin' Mixmaster from Revenge of the Fallen. What? That is so lazy. That's terrible. They didn't even try with that, honestly. I mean, the legs I can deal with, but that being the entire truck cabinet, oh my god, Studio Series. And I mean, there is the packaging. Definitely not a fan of that render that they chose for Prime, because that looks very AI generated. That doesn't look like they went and chose, Optimus. It doesn't look like they chose a render of Optimus from 2014, or at least a new render. They just decided, yeah, you know what, fuck it, AI. So I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, this thing just looks really strange, and not just because the smokestacks are on the legs. I don't know, man. Now moving on to the vehicle mode. I'll be honest with you, from here, it looks kind of the same. You would say that it's exactly the same vehicle mode. However, I assure you it is not. So on the left is the Studio Series Leader Class Prime, and on the right is the Premier Edition Optimus Prime. That's from 11 years ago. Why is there a screw hole on a Studio Series figure? Why? I mean, we didn't get really any information or update on this figure yet, but yeah, Studio Series, freaking, who is this in this packet? The Studio Series U. Good luck with whatever your endeavors are, my friend. Here he is next to the previous best version of this design, that being the Last Night Voyager. And if you're kind of used to that Voyager, I feel like you might want to just stick with that one. Not because of my recommendation, but because, well, nostalgia. I don't know, man. It could have been better. It could have been a lot better. For one, you could have had the amazing paint on the front, and for